For me, assisting my client under assistantly, it's not just professionally fulfilling, but personally rewarding as well.
Hey there, fam! Welcome to Assistantly Fun Chat. And today we have here Joana Arellano, which happened to be our talent of the month for January. Hi, Joanna.
Hi, hello everyone.
How are you doing so far?
Yeah, good, good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. So, you've been with us for 6 months now. So, how is your experience so far?
Well, first with assistantly, my experience is like, I mean, while I'm working with assistantly, it feels like I realize my purpose while I'm working. I found joy in assisting the client, especially in being a TC part because I love organizing some stuffs. So assistantly is the one who like got my back in anything.
Well,
Yeah.
that's so
And with the
heartwarming to
client,
hear.
of course.
Hmm.
Oh, thank you. Well, and with the client, of course. Well, the client is something that we cannot control, that part. But being with the same client in 5 months it feels like she's pushing me to my limits. Like sometimes she's giving me some like over my scope tasks. Well, at first, honestly, it feels like why do I need to do this? But at the end of the day, I realized that I am the one who will benefit this because experiencing this kind of out of scope task is really an experience for me.
Well, I totally agree. But I'm just kind of curious. Well, can you share what initially attracted you to work with Assistantly? And yeah, you've shared your journey so far, and I'm glad to hear your success story. But yeah, I'm just curious, what initially attracted you to work with us?
Well, to be honest with you, before I'm really looking for a job and I applied for a various platforms, not just one, but there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot. But what makes me stay and attracted more insistently is because you're giving, well, aside from the compensation part, like the salary, the medical support, it's just like that. What more attracted me is that it feels like I'm not alone in this, even though that I am the only VA working with the client, it feels like I have a team. I'm not alone. So it feels like someone is always at my back asking, hey, how are you doing? Someone is always checking on me. That's a good thing.
Wow. Well, I'm really glad to hear that because that's actually one of our goals to make everyone feel that they're being supported and that you're being valued here
Mhm.
in Assistantly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in what ways has working with Assistantly contributed to your personal or professional growth?
For my professional growth, of course, it makes me more confident in working. Like, because, if someone have your back and it feels like if I have some question or like I need some assistance, there is someone to reach out. So it makes me more confident and more comfortable working.
Awesome. Well, talking about the client, let's dig deeper of you working with the client directly. So, could you tell us about a particular memorable project or task that you worked on with your assistant client and what made it stand out?
Well, maybe working in a flexible time, not in the flexible that I can work anytime, but can work even on weekends because being a TC, it means that we are handling the transactions. Like if there's a transaction, we are not like dealing with the fixed schedule. It's
Mhm.
actually there are sometimes that they need something urgently or it needs like something to be changed, being flexible that you can work to meet your client expectation even on weekends or even in the morning. I think that's the one that stand out with
Okay.
with the client that he can reach me like 24/7, something like that.
Wow, that's awesome. Like a full support. Well, okay. Now, talking about your success story or who wins. Now, let's talk about what has been the most challenging aspect of your role and how did you overcome it to achieve success?
Being in an all-around admin role because, well, I am a former call center agent. That was 8 years or 7 years ago. But now I am not really into calls. So it's actually not my my niche, but this client, there is some times that she wanted me to do a cold calling. So for me, it's really hard to say no if it is a
Mhm.
client. So yeah, so I actually did did it, and yeah, at first it feels like what? It's not my scope, but just like what I said, it is at the end of the day. I realized that this is something beneficial for me, because it's me who's gained experience. For me, assisting my client under assistantly, it's not just professionally fulfilling, but personally rewarding as well.
Wow. And talking about reward, well, can you share us an experience where you significantly contributed to your client's success or business?
Being present every day is actually the most wonderful contribution that I can give to my client. Like he can always reach out if there's something urgent. So yeah, I think being there with her, growing with her professionally and personally.
And definitely adding value to your client's daily life, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Awesome. So now, how has the feedback from your client or the company helped you, or literally like from assistantly feedback from your success managers, from the team, and from your client directly? How has their feedback helped you improve or change your approach to your daily task or any particular task?
It makes me more confident because, that feeling that you're valued and appreciated by everyone, it's like my fuel to go farther and faster. It feels like that. It's like your energy. It's like a charger for me. So yeah, it's really nice to know that everyone is appreciating your work. Yeah, I think that's it.
Well, I'm just glad that we're getting there because actually one of our goals too is to make sure that our community will really help you be pumped up and fueled up, every day, just being an inspiration and a motivation. Well, now, how do you maintain, Joanna, a healthy work-life balance while striving to achieve more?
Well, for me as a mom, I like to do, the same things that other moms are doing, taking care of your kids,
Hmm.
watching some movies all over again, and and act like it's your first time watching it.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's doing everything for the family and for the kids, even in the smallest things, is one of the best part of every day for me.
Well, being a super mom is really amazing. And we adore you for that, Joanna. And now, well, I'm just curious, how would you describe the culture at Assistantly and how does it align with your personal goals?
Well, at first, my goal is to have a teammate because I really want someone to talk to me, like in not in every day, but at least, someone who can talk to not just about the work, but also like a fun chat like this. Yeah, with assistantly, I also found a friend, not
Oh,
just teammates or like our coworkers, but also a friend. It feels like a family welcome you in open community, you know, open hands, both hands to help you to reach out. It feels like I'm safe in this community, in this company.
that's so nice. Thank you so much, Joanna. I really appreciate that. Well, one of our vision, here in Assistantly is just that we will be able to help everyone or we want to build up a community where you are free and you would feel that there's a safe space even though we're doing things virtually, but of course we want to make sure that you feel that you are safe here with us and that you will be very comfortable in doing things and sharing your stories with us. And this this is huge. I'm I don't want to be emotional, but I really appreciate you saying that. Well, now, talking about your career, well, where do you see yourself in the future with, of course, with Assistantly, and what are your long-term career aspirations?
Well, I still want to see myself working with the same client because as of now, I am the only VA working for her. So in the future, I want to see myself working still with her, but with the other VAs as well. I want it as Filipino VAs because I know how it feels to have a teammate. And aside from that, if we have a lot of VAs, it means that her business is growing. So that's my goal
Indeed.
is, yeah, to hire more VAs under assistantly.
Well, we look forward to that, and I'm confident that you will be able to do that, adding value to her to your client's life and business every day. Then definitely you will be able to help them grow, and may it be a few months from now, you will be training the second you or the second VA. Then, well, we don't know what the future holds. Or I'm just so excited for you as well. Now, talking about being excited, what has been your proudest moment or biggest win while working with the system?
Being a VA of the month, I didn't really expect it. Is it's just for me and wanted to know how. Well, my goal is I just wanted to ask my client if she's still happy or what she feels about my work. That's why I asked her or I sent an email requesting for a feedback, and I really didn't expect that she will comment every single, like there's a lot of commendations there. It feels like overwhelmed at first, but yeah, yeah, I'm really happy. So that's one of the best moment. The poster with a picture of me is actually kind of bonus for me, but the very proudest moment is when I saw that email from the client. So
We're
that's the
very
best.
proud of you too, Joanna, and I'm just so happy that we were able to witness your journey with us, and we are looking forward to see more. Okay. Now, let me just ask you, is there an innovative idea or any suggestion that you have thought of and would like to see implemented at Assistantly? Literally anything that you would probably look forward to see being implemented here in our community.
Well, it's really hard to think about it now because for me, assistantly is like 100% package. Maybe more compensations. No, just
Okay. Or
kidding.
more benefits, right? We're actually
Yeah, more
thinking
benefit.
something up, and we're doing our best, to provide more benefits
Hmm.
for everyone. And
Yeah.
yeah, this might be my last question for now. What advice would you give to someone just starting their journey with Assistantly?
Being present every day. Because even though how good are you are or you are very skilled, but if you are not there, it's nothing. So be present every day. That's the most important thing that you can show to your client.
Well, we can agree more. So once again, Joanna, thank you so much for making time and saying yes for this call. And again, congratulations on being the talent of the month. And we look forward to awarding you that or giving you that award in the coming months. So keep shining and keep sprinkling that unicorn magic. And feel free to reach out if you need anything, and or if anything pops up.
Thank
Thanks,
you so much,
Joanna.
Ace, for
Enjoy
your
the rest of
time.
your day.
Thank
You
you.
too.
You
Bye
too.
bye. Appreciate
Bye
you.
bye.